In this video, we're going to go more into depth as to why butter is so darn good for you on a ketogenic or carnivore diet, but so many of you cannot at all tolerate it. And why is that? Let's get into it right now. Welcome everyone to my very humble life, where I am filming in this corner, and soon this corner will end because I'm building a little studio to film and to show you guys how to live a healthy life, especially with exercise, because I don't think a lot of carnivore people go into exercise, but I digress. Let's talk about the dang butter. What is the deal with it? Because so many people I coach cannot tolerate it. They can't do ghee, they can't do dairy, they can't do butter, and they don't like tallow. And they don't want to eat lard because they think that they're going to have some type of parasitical infestation. That is not the case, especially with parasites don't like fat very well, but I digress. Here we go. A lot of you guys are struggling with butter for two reasons. Number one, the gallbladder. I know. You can't break down the long chain triglycerides required by the gallbladder to break it down. You need the bile salts. The liver makes the salt. It drifts into the gallbladder. A lot of you guys develop stones or sludge because you're not eating enough fat, because you might have done a vegan diet, and now the organ designed to break down fat is not being used, so things get backed up and they start getting sticky, thick, or even turning into stones. When the body is required to break down the fat, now you can't, and you feel sick and bloated and pain and neck pain, all this kind of stuff. That's the number one reason why people struggle with fat and butter. But the second reason is very interesting. The second reason is your broken gut. And when people develop leaky gut from the standard American diet or wheat intolerance, there's a million reasons: smoking or eating garbage, whatever. When you develop a leaking gut, you often drop a very important enzyme called diamine oxidase, which helps to fight inflammation coming from histamine, which is coming from your mast cells, and your body releases all of this histamine, which can manifest in a bunch of different ways: headaches, bloated, mucus, itchy, tired, joint pain, muscle pain, aches, can't sleep, just a bunch of weird stuff where you feel off. That would be histamine. And then on top of that, now you start to develop an issue with butter because you cannot tolerate the beta casein. You just can't, because beta casein unfortunately turns into a peptide called BCM7. This slows down motility, and it is a histamine liberator. This is the black and white cows, specifically the Holstein cows. Now the Jersey cows also can be a mix between A1 and A2. These are cows that are producing a type of milk that some people react to. So we've got histamine, we've got slow motility, and people who try to eat butter feel off every time, or they just feel flat out sick. And what about cooking it, making ghee? Now sometimes that just solves a problem, to go ahead and make your own ghee or purchase ghee and clarify the butter and try to get rid of these freaking beta casein proteins that people coming from like Vital Farms and all the legal stuff with that. I'm not even going into that, but Vital Farms and Kerrygold both have A1 milk protein in that butter, and some people just can't tolerate it because, like I said, then you're dealing with this peptide coming from these, Kerrygold and Vital Farms, because they are A1 cows. And if you don't have leaky gut, most people can tolerate the beta casein in small amounts coming from an A1 cow. But the people who've got a wrecked gut, you can't. You can't, because BCM7 from the A1 cows slows down motility. So you can't have motility slow down when you already have a broken gut, i.e. leaky gut. And then we have this histamine releasing compound BCM7 coming from the A1 cows. So people just get in this loop, and they're going in a circle and a circle and a circle and a circle and a circle, and they never get better. If you have leaky gut or a histamine response to dairy, try A2 milk, A2 cream, A2 butter, and then maybe even clarify that butter so you can tolerate it, because it is pound for pound more nutritious than tallow, lard, duck fat, lamb fat. But lard actually has some great properties for the brain, and tallow is the second when it comes to nutrition. But comment below, what are your thoughts? Can you tolerate butter? Do you have a gallbladder issue? Because you know that's a whole nother video. Do you feel like you're having a histamine response, like feeling a little bloaty, feeling a little tired, feeling itchy, irritable from eating butter? Can you not tolerate ghee? Have any of you fixed your broken gut and now you can tolerate butter? Comment below. And don't forget to share this information. That's how people find me. Hit the notification bell, so when I start cranking out really great material, you'll catch it. And all the dogs are eating. It's almost midnight. I know I should be in bed. They're drinking, they're eating. I'm trying to wrap this up. Comment below, share this content. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. Facebook fan page is Stephanie Business Person. I do consultations if you feel like you are struggling with either keto, carnivore, or low carb, high fat. I also run a course where I cover all 3 diets. And I'm out. The Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. Facebook fan page, Stephanie Business Person. Here's my dog Deo. Come here, Deo. Come here. Come on now. Come say hello. That's my dog Deo. That's my dog Deo. And I'm out. My energy is like, my emotional, my life energy is like through the roof. My physical energy needs to take my ass to bed. I'm out. Peace.